to show off something cool. So to start off, I need an image. I'm going to use one of my personal favorites for this one. And next, I'm just gonna Alt N, create a null, and then I'm gonna go into SOPs, get a trace, drag this onto that. Now you see there's something there. Now I need to just add a geo to it, and now you can see it's made something. It's just translated this into a flat model, pretty much. So now that is a model that I can use in a small rendering system that combines the geo, the camera, and the light. And then all you need to do, top, render, boom. And that is now something that we can view. I'm just going to press Alt N again, attach a null to that, and name that BG, proceed, make it red. And then it's going to be the out node, which lets us view it on the outside, which is where you do your capturing and such. So now, just to start off first, I'm just going to put the right key here, makes the background black. We'll put that in the background for us to see as well. So now everything, this we don't really need to change much of this. If at all, because everything happens here. So to start off, I'm just gonna zoom in on the camera. Actually, first I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna make it so that my camera is always looking at the origin point. So I'm gonna call this look at, and then I think it's this. I forget every single time. Oh. Hello? Okay. Back central position. Is it just because I'm just going to delete it? Valid path though for reference life. Oh, okay. There we go. See, the funny thing is that not all that. Okay. There we go. And now I'm clearly not again. I am very, very confused. I have no idea what's going on here. I did not expect this to happen. I'm just gonna you see, you don't even need to do this. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You can just zoom in to make it look the way you want. If you press H, it goes back to the home position, which lets us readjust just fine. So that should be fine. That should be fine. We got that in the background. You see, there's now a lot of it will come from messing around with this specific thing right here. It lets us see more of the image. No, wait, now we can actually like kind of see it better, and there's already something here. Like you can definitely already make some cool stuff with this alone. And I think that's why this kind of thing is so fun to use as well. It's just because you can get something like this with as little as this. You could do stuff with even less, for sure. But right now, I just want to go over what you can do with this. So first off, I'm going to put a level in. This lets us adjust the attributes of the image, such as the contrast, which, as you see, changes some of the stuff. It is kind of just like another. It's a more customizable threshold. So instead of using this, you're mainly going to be using this one instead. I mean, obviously, you'll probably keep going back and changing it anyway. It's really not that tough to do and get something like else, like kind of alright. Even if it's just something like that you want, then, or like that even. But yeah, That's one of the other things, generally. And now before this, actually, there's another one. You could put an edge in, so now you get this kind of effect. Because it's capturing pretty much everything. No matter what, there is still some stuff that can be changed about it, obviously. It's pretty much just another threshold as well. But like, you get a clearer image of the actual character. So that's another one. Or you could just comp it over the edge and try and use this, which is pretty alright as well. I never actually tried that before, but yeah, I could try it with some other ones. This one's good, obviously. If I add it to that, boom, that's pretty clear to me. See, it really works with this one. And yeah, I'd say that's alright. So actually, I'm not gonna compare. I'm actually gonna make it so that it doesn't read this at all by pressing this button here. It's quite helpful once you actually start using it. But yeah, now we've got the image what it was before. I actually do quite like this one. It's just got a nice style to it. Just get the entire thing in. Like, I'd say that's a pretty cool little thing that you could just make in like 12, 13 nodes. Like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'll get something else as well. What's this one? Oh, that's funny. I'm doing that one. I feel like no way. It's a bug. It's a bug in a Space Marine. I don't know how easy that is to. You probably could tell. But if I do that, it's probably a bit more visible. Damn, that's the highest. Okay. And it's gone. I mean, I feel like that's got it pretty alright. The thing I'm not doing, because I'm being foolish, is I am just messing around with it and I'm not saving any of these in any way. It doesn't really matter, because like, it's so easy to change. Oh wait, don't need to do that. What else? No, you can't really do much else here, because this is what's getting us the image. If you want any effect, you got to go to this side. So if I just put in I'm just going to put in a lookup, why not? Then I want to get a ramp, and I want to attach it to that one. So now... I didn't actually know it did that. That's not what I thought it did at all. I didn't... Okay, that's fine. Wait, so what if I change this to... okay. Okay, that doesn't seem... No, definitely not. It's this one right here. Okay, sure. So what if I... Oh, so... I don't really think that's helping. I'm actually going to restart this. Also just looking at the stats alone. Okay, so starting from the beginning, think. Yeah, okay, so it's doing that again, but that's fine. That's fine. Hang on, wait, can I? Ah, that's so upset. Oh. Huge. Right, so now, pretty much. Yeah, okay. I still don't. This isn't getting the effect that I wanted it to have, because, like, it's just not. But it's fine. If I. That's actually. Okay, that's helpful. So now I want to change this to blue. Oh, I also want to change that one to blue. And now I can't put. Okay, there's two separate ones. That's a shame. I wanted to think about compositing it, but I do not have faith in this to work. Actually, I mean, that's not exactly the effect I wanted either, but because it's just compositing the colours, isn't it? Blue plus green does, in fact, make this colour. It's not working, Chief. Definitely not that one. You know what? Giving up on that and putting the green back in, because that is what looks the nicest to me right now. So I'm just gonna be done with that for now. I'm just gonna be done. I'm actually next gonna put it in its place, because why not? And then we're gonna get the ever handy noise top. Place it in. That doesn't really look very good. Also, you can make a little static thing here. This is like, alright. But now, oh yeah, this kind of does hit your frame rate a little bit, but I'm actually going to do it. I haven't actually used it all that much. Ah, I see. Stupid, it's just not looking good. There's no point in doing that. Yeah, most of it really comes from this right here. Like, get some little distortions. Also goes in reverse, but like, do what you want. If I make this really static, then it's just a bit blurrier. What we can do is actually add a resolution into this and make it high quality, and then set this to custom resolution and set it to 1000 instead. So now it's a lot smoother. Well, not smooth, mind you, but it's like more gradual into this. Okay, that doesn't actually change anything. Either way, you know you're never going to get up that high if you're doing something like this anyway. It just starts to not look good at that point. But like, I'll leave it at that for now. You could do some audio reactive stuff with this one. I'm actually gonna, you know what? Why not? audio analysis. This is like the key to this. And now, you know what, to make this more of a cooked experience, I'm going to do what I normally do. Put an audio device in, set the volume down. And now that is the audio you will hear along with me for the rest of this project. Because that's really funny. So I'm hearing a lot of lows here, so I'm going to place in a selector in here also. I haven't actually turned these on. If we turn them on now, it's going. And now these are chops as well, which means these signals can affect any box you see here. Any of the, well, I'm not in that one actually. In any of these, all of the main effects, you can change colors, mirror it, you could do a lot with it. Chops are like the beating heart of every project, pretty much. At least any ones that actually involve them. But they're always helpful. Probably the best bit about this software, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to play some math onto this. Just going to select the low channel here. And now we only get this signal. And I'm just going to add another null onto it. But here, we actually want to see it's going from 0 to 1 right now, which is actually what we want. Before this, I'm actually going to also place a lag to make it smoother. And I want it to pretty much just do both of these, honestly. So let's put it on here for now. It's gonna look cooked for a minute, but you'll see the point of it. Like, you're already seeing stuff happening here, but if we go into the math and change the range from 0 to 1 to 0.004, like, it's pretty solid. Maybe that doesn't really work all that well. To be fair, not with something with a low frequency like this. 'Cause it's just synth. What if I just put it up a little bit more? Put the lag back in there. I mean, it kind of works, but also, yeah, I don't know, man. You're not listening to this kind of music alongside with Game of Warhammer, so I'm not really sure it works. But that's just a cool thing that you can just do here. Initially starting, obviously, with pretty much these ones, and then these three. All of this is just extra fluff, which just makes it look a bit cooler.